Anyone have any injuries I should know about? No, no health issues? Can you think of any reasons why you shouldn't be exercising today? I can, I'm tired. So you guys, good luck. And okay, so all of you involved obviously in regular exercise, and if there's anything I say today that's going to seem foreign to you, don't hesitate to ask, because even though we might all know the same exercises, we might call them by different names. And it's very simple. This is very different. This is not an aerobics class, and I use that term like it's 1982, but it's not. This is not a step class. The energy in this class is going to be very different. This is a lot less intimidating from a technical perspective, because there's nothing here that will overwhelm you. Like, I can't even do a grapevine. I mean, when you, I fall. So we keep it very simple, and then the one thing we're developing is the cardio aspects now. So that can be anything. That can be any high energy, everything from skipping rope to coming across. So I was just describing the phases of the workout. So the workout's made up of 5 phases. Cardio warm-up, minimum 5 minutes generally. Then we go through a circuit of an upper body strength exercise, lower body strength, abdominal strength, a little cardio burst, and repeat the circuit a few times. Then we end off on phase 5, cardio cool down. So the circuit is bookended by cardio warm-up, cardio cool down, in between the circuit a few times, okay? Really, really simple, all right? So we're gonna start off all together, and we're gonna do a cardio warm-up. We're gonna keep it pretty brief, and then we're gonna move into a circuit, and we're gonna each pick different stations of the circuit. Just so that we're all on the same page, we're gonna be using today a Harley bar, and I feel like an idiot every time I say Harley bar. A Harley bar is like a body bar, a neoprene covered barbell, but how it differs is it's made up of 4 components, 4 segments. You can make the bar heavier or lighter by taking off the segments, or by adding the add-on plates. And I designed these add-on plates so that they can grow on top of one another. How it differs from a barbell is they're dumbbell handles. So if you look at this bar, the ends on each side are actually dumbbells. So generally with a resistance training class, what do you call here Good Life?
Body pump.
Body pump? Body pump, you're limited to any barbell movements. So because we're able to snap off the ends and make them dumbbells, you can go from a barbell movement to a dumbbell movement. You can do things like flies you normally can't do with a barbell, dumbbell lateral raises you normally can't do with a barbell, and a lot of isolateral movements. So it just increases the number of planes you can move through and the number of exercises you can move through. And you're able to clip on the add-on weights. All the add-on weights are the same weight. So that's another thing, it keeps it simple. Okay? The bar itself is 10 pounds. The handles at the end are 2 on each. The add-on weights are 2. So normally we'd have a lot more add-on weights around. But you'll see them, we'll keep them at the row station. We're gonna do the barbell deadlifts. So for deadlifts, we're gonna use the bar. For rows, we're gonna use the dumbbells. And for abdominals, we're not gonna use anything. So why don't I have Group X leader take us through, and you show me how you teach a dumbbell row.
A dumbbell row?
Yeah.
Normally I would teach a
barbell row.
bar row.
Show me with the bar how you teach a bar row.
Okay, well I would start with my, here I'll teach you guys. Heels under my hips. Okay, firm grip on the bar. Thumbs on the outside of the thighs. And make sure that the shoulders are rolled back, chest is proud, abdominals tight. Okay, now I'm gonna row. So I'm going to tilt from hip forward, knees are slightly bent. I don't go lower than my knees. Keeping the elbows close to my body, I bring that bar right up to my belly button. Come back down slow and up, and then back to a set position.
Great. So what muscle group is that working?
Lats.
Rings in the back.
Not lats? Rhomboids, great. So it's the main motion is retraction of the scapula. The muscles right here between the shoulder blades. The most important muscle group for what I call giving a natural boob lift. Because when you go from this position, if you pull your shoulder blades back, all of a sudden it brings your chest up. Same thing with men. If men want to have a great chest, it's not about actually doing chest, it's about having a strong upper back and having your shoulders rolled back. Reduction of the incidence of shoulder injuries, neck injuries, even lower back injuries. A lot of lower back injuries are triggered from poor upper shoulder posture, and that rounds out your lower back. If you just pull your shoulder blades back, immediately you take a lot of stress off your lower back and you return the natural S-curve of the spine, okay? So if you want to go back to the position where you're ready to row, okay? Freeze, open your fingers. I'll take the bar away. Grab the dumbbells. Now you're going to turn your palms towards your body and do the same exercise. Now go.
Now good?
Yeah, row. Good. And back down and keep rowing. But rather than coming up again on every row. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. So as a result of using dumbbells instead of a bar, her range of motion is a lot greater. Before with the bar, she was limited by her rib cage. The bar would probably hit her in the rib cage. But now she's able to get a more natural range of motion. Each side moves independent of one another. So if she has a dominant side or a shoulder injury, it's a more natural movement with independent dumbbells. The bar, she would compensate if that was the case. Okay? So we're just going to row through them. There's a modifier on this. The modifier is actually with a chair. So if you want to have a seat on the end of the chair facing forward, slide forward towards the end of the bench. Okay? Bring your chest down towards your thighs and row. This really simplifies it, so you can do this on a step.
For people like me who had a back surgery 25 years ago.
Can be, yeah.
I can't do that movement.
That movement is tough. Now, when you actually do that movement, I don't want you to round your back. Try doing that again. Now look at my back. You just did that. I don't want you to do that. I actually want you just to push your butt back and look up. That's it. You did it. You're there.
Okay.
Okay? That's it.
It's just things like making a bed, emptying the dishwasher, packing a suitcase.
Anything like those.
Are not good.
Make sure when you do those, you never round your back. So what you just did was so perfect right there, because you're not actually using your back, you're using your hamstrings. That's it. Always look up, push your butt back. You're there. Okay? But here's a modifier if you feel more comfortable. So that's one of the exercises, a dumbbell row. All right? You can do it with barbells, we're going to do it with dumbbells, but in a group setting, we can add variety from week to week by substituting barbell with dumbbell, and we've doubled the variation of exercises compared to a typical barbell class. Okay? Thank you. Next movement is going to be a cardio burst. For a cardio burst, we're going to pretend we have a skipping rope. Now, I'm horrible at skipping rope. I usually trip, I fall, I slow down, and it kind of disrupts your flow when you're skipping rope and if you stop. So I pretend I have a rope, and you get done the exact same thing. We just skip in place. You can get fancy, you can go forward and scissors, you can go side to side. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can go out and in, okay? So we're gonna do a cardio burst right here. Next, we're gonna move on to a deadlift. Can I have you demonstrate a deadlift, please? It's actually a stiff leg deadlift. And the stiff leg deadlift is, in my opinion, one of the most important hamstring exercises you can ever do.
Stiff leg? I've never done a stiff leg one before. Hands outside the hips, shoulders back. Stiff the hips.
That's a stiff leg.
Okay.
So traditionally, a deadlift in the weightlifting sense, in the Olympic lift sense, actually looks like this. That's a deadlift. It's a combination of a hamstring and quad and lower back, but this is a stiff-legged deadlift because your legs are stiff through the whole motion. Straight leg deadlift would be your knees locked out. That's straight leg, that's stiff leg, and that's a regular deadlift. So stiff leg deadlift, but we just call it a deadlift. Can you demonstrate that again? Now you notice what she's doing is she's not rounding her back at all. It's actually arched the whole time. You want to keep the scoop in your lower back. When you hear Pilates instructors say stuff like flat back, tight abs, it's the #1 way you're going to get a lower back injury. There's nothing worse than a flat back. Our bodies are not flat. There is no such thing as a flat back. If you look at the spine, it's an S curve, right? You have a curve at the top of the spine, and you have a curve at the bottom of the spine. Maintain the integrity of that S curve. No such thing as tight abs. If you contract your abdominals, you lose the arch in your lower back. So look, if I flex my abs, all of a sudden, my pelvis slides forward. That's not a natural position. We don't walk around like that. Okay? Maintain the S curve, especially on the deadlift. If you do the deadlift properly, you're looking up, you're just pushing your hips back as far as you can. Your hamstrings will limit your range of motion.